Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
You know, when you served, there was a promise, right? That if something happened, you'd be taken care of. But for a lot of us, years, maybe even decades go by, and doubts start to creep in. So let's dive into this and talk about why it is absolutely never too late to claim the benefits you earned. Man, this is probably the number one thing you hear. This feeling that, the window has closed, that just too much time has passed. But here's the truth. There is no statute of limitations on filing a VA claim for something that happened to you in service. Period.
And here's the other big one. Maybe you were that person who just toughed it out. We all know how it was. Going to sick call wasn't exactly encouraged. So you think, well, I don't have that paper trail from back then, so I'm out of luck. We're going to see why that's just not true.
And then there's this one. And honestly, this might be the toughest hurdle of all. This feeling of worthiness. The idea that your problems aren't bad enough, or that, someone else always has it worse. That mindset right there stops so many veterans from ever even trying to get the care they were promised. Okay, so those doubts, they are so real, but they can be overcome. Let me tell you a story about one veteran that really proves it's possible to file, even after decades of being a civilian. Just take a look at this. This veteran gets out of the Marine Corps in the mid-90s, later serves in the Air Force, and gets out for good in 2004. For almost 20 years, he's just living with his issues, getting worse, and he has no idea he's even eligible. Then, in 2023, he hears a simple radio ad, and everything changes. That ad was for the PACT Act, and this law was a total game changer. What it did was basically say, hey, if you served in these specific places and you have one of these specific conditions, we're just going to presume it's connected to your service. For the veteran in our story who had bad asthma after serving near burn pits, this was the key that unlocked the whole thing. So that story is pretty incredible, right? It shows it's possible, but it brings up a really important question. Whether you have a presumption of condition or not, what are the actual fundamental pieces you need for a successful VA claim?
It really just boils down to these three things. 1, you need a current diagnosis from a doctor. 2, you need proof that something happened in service. And here's the part people miss. This does not have to be an official medical record. A statement from you about what happened can work. And 3, you need what's called a nexus, which is just a doctor's opinion linking your current diagnosis back to that event in service. That's it.
Okay, so a monthly check is great, don't get me wrong, but we've got to talk about what's really at stake here. The true value of a VA rating goes so much deeper than just the money.
This is it. This is the big one. Getting a condition service connected means you get free, comprehensive healthcare for that issue for the rest of your life. I mean, what's that kind of peace of mind worth? Listen to this quote. Once you hit a certain disability rating, the VA provides healthcare for all your conditions, even the ones that aren't service-connected. This veteran's hip replacement, a procedure that costs a fortune, was totally covered. That is absolutely life-changing. And it's not just about you either. The support wraps around your whole family. We're talking about that tax-free monthly payment, job training for you, college money for your spouse and your kids, healthcare for your dependents, and even property tax breaks. These are benefits that create security for your entire family. So let's put some real numbers to this. That education benefit for your family, Chapter 35, right now, that's $1,536 a month. Think about that. Over 4 years of college, that's nearly $50,000 toward your kid's future, all because you decided to file a claim. All right, so hopefully by now you're thinking, okay, I get it, this is important, but how do you actually do it? Let's break down the 3 main ways you can get this process started. You've got a few options here. First up is a Veteran Service Officer, or VSO. It's a free service, and a good one can be amazing, but they're often totally swamped. Then you've got private companies. They can offer some really expert advice, but they are very expensive, and legally, they can't actually file for you. And finally, you can do it yourself. It's free, you're in total control, but you have to be ready to do a ton of homework. But here's the absolute bottom line, and I really want this to sink in. No matter which way you go, you have to be your own biggest advocate. The veteran in our story, he realized he had to educate himself to really get it done right. Because nobody is going to fight for your claim harder than you will. So if you're on the fence, if you're even thinking about this, I need you to listen up. There are a couple of massive reasons why doing this right now is so critically important. Let's talk about something called the effective date. This is a huge deal. The second you go on va.gov and even just start an application, you don't even have to finish it. Boom, you've planted your flag on that date. Even if it takes you a year to get all your stuff together, if your claim gets approved, the VA pays you all the way back to that very first day.
And here's exactly what that looks like in the real world. You start your claim today, or you wait 6 months. You've just thrown 6 months of back pay out the window. That's money you earned that's just gone. Every single day you wait is potentially money lost.
And there's another really big reason to get moving. The rules of the game, they're literally changing as we speak. The goalposts for how the VA rates certain things are on the move.
We're talking about some of the big ones. Tinnitus. For years, that was the #1 most claimed disability, period. That's on the list, along with some mental health conditions and respiratory issues. And the new rules could be a lot stricter.
So here's the hack. By filing now, by planting that flag and setting your effective date, you get grandfathered in. You get evaluated based on the rules that are on the books today, which could be a lot more beneficial for you before these changes happen.
So look, it doesn't matter if you got out 5 years ago or 50. The promise that was made to you when you raise your right hand, that doesn't expire. You earn this. The only real question left is, what's stopping you from claiming it?
Thanks for watching. I'm Nancy, your AI avatar. If you like this podcast, you can get one for yourself based on a website, YouTube video, or any source. Contact me to get a customized quote for your content. See you soon.